So with Henry signing, there has been some things about what Dalvin could get, and I know this is later than some other people. I'm aware of that, but I have an actual contract prediction sort of thing coming. But just in terms of the total value of Henry's deal, you had $50 million over 4 years, 12.5 a year, 25.5 total guaranteed, 25.5 fully guaranteed, and I honestly thought this was kind of a surprise. I thought, he would be at least the third highest paid running back over Le'Veon Bell, who has $13.1 million per season on average. He did not get that. I'm quite surprised he didn't get around 14. I kind of felt like that's where this was going to end up going. So, just in terms of average per year, he did not reset the market. But in terms of guaranteed, he might have affected Dalvin Cook a lot. And that's just because total guaranteed, McCaffrey, 36.3. Zeke, 50. Bell, 35. David Johnson, 31.8. Derrick Henry, 25.5. Even the fully guaranteed is lower than the what we've seen these running backs recently get. McCaffrey, $30 million. Zeke, 28. Bell, 27. Johnson, 24.6. And at 25.5, David Johnson's the only one he beats there. And just for reference, the age when they signed these deals, McCaffrey was 24, Zeke 24, Bell 27, Johnson's 26, and then Henry 26 as well. So I think when we're talking about how does this affect a Dalvin Cook extension, I think we're talking about guaranteed money, not so much yearly average, because Henry didn't move the market at all in yearly average and total money. But he might have shot the guaranteed money, which is kind of a shock given he has appeared in 62 of a possible 64 games, where Dalvin, this really hurts him because he's only played in 29 of a possible 48. So, not the best ratio. And so we might be just looking at the reset of guaranteed money as a whole. So where does that leave Dalvin after, because he has missed nearly 40% of his games. So, but I think what we could see here is a higher yearly average than Derrick Henry, but less guaranteed, obviously. So my thing here is 4 years, $52 million, and the total guarantee is coming from $23 to $25 million, with fully guaranteed being $18 to $20. So, $13 million a season, which is more than Henry's 12.5. It matches David Johnson's, and I don't know if Dalvin Cook would accept such a deal. I do think that would be deemed as the fair deal, though. I think that would be relatively fair. Whether or not he accepts it, once again, is a totally different story. And just after Henry's contract, this feels like it's more than fair, strictly because Henry has played in more games, so durability isn't concerned with him where it is with Dalvin Cook. And that's where guaranteed money tends to come in. How often are you on the field? Can you do this? Can we count on you? So, and he hasn't proven reliable in that, aspect, which that has nothing to do with his actual, profile as a player. He's a great player. I don't think anyone's going to deny that. But he's not on the field enough to where you give him a ton of guaranteed money. And I thought we would be forced to kind of give him more than 25, strictly because that's where Johnson was, and then Henry I thought was going to get a lot more than what he did. I thought Henry might get close to McCaffrey in terms of fully guaranteed money, or even possibly surpass it because of how durable he's been, and he just didn't. So I know some people will be saying he kind of bombed Dalvin Cook's extension talks. I don't think he necessarily bombed them. I think he just kind of killed any kind of guaranteed money Dalvin Cook was looking to get out of this, because he just hasn't been on the field enough. And I know that sounds like a broken record, even just for the 5 minutes this has been going, but I just don't see how you give him more than Derrick Henry in terms of guaranteed money when he hasn't been on the field nearly as often. It's hard to, justify that. And personally, I think this would be a fair deal. And this isn't necessarily a video saying Minnesota should or shouldn't sign Dalvin Cook. I'm just thinking they will sign Dalvin Cook to something. And I'm pretty sure that it's going to be along these lines, I'm thinking. I'd like to know your guys' comments down below. Thoughts and opinions, always good to hear. As well as liking and subscribing. YouTube algorithm stuff. Some good things. But yeah, until next time, I bid you all adieu.